professor of law at Yale University, as well as an expert in franchise law. And then the fourth gentleman that came to Immunotec because of his business relationships with Chuck Roberts is John Molson of the Molson Brewery family. They're very successful, and they are the largest philanthropist contributors in Canada, is the Molson family. So from there is where Immunotec started 15 years ago. When I saw the patents on a product for the treatment and prevention of cancer, the animals live 30% longer than the FDA said it was safe to take, all of that had already occurred. This is truly a gift from God. As we write the story today of Immunotec, some 15 years later, we're now going around the world. What I love the stories of people coming, the clinical research is great, the medical researchers enjoy it dramatically. I enjoy the fact that I helped a guy improve his tennis game so he can play tennis with his son. Okay? I have a friend of mine whose daughter, Ani Galugian is her name, and 2.5 years ago, I tell John, my friend John Galugian, that they need to put his daughter Ani on Immunocal. It'll make her better. John says, "You really think so?" Yes, it will. You really think so, Keith? We're good friends, so, you know, one of the things, if you're a friend and we'll kind of push a little maybe, okay? So Ani starts on Immunocal 2.5 years ago. Within a matter of 4 to 5 weeks, John calls me and says, "You know what? It's made a difference." What it made a difference in was her golf game. Because see, Immunocal gives you a 13% increase in muscle performance and lowers inflammation, aches and pains, right? Well, that doesn't mean a great deal if you improve the golf game of someone that's a sophomore in high school, okay? But now you fast forward, because of Immunocal and her effect on her, she says it's good for 2 to 4 strokes off her golf game, which she now is at UCLA on a full 4-year scholarship in golf. She's number 4 in the world in women's junior golf. Okay, so if it makes a difference in her golf game, it makes a difference in Ken's tennis game, okay? I have a U.S. Navy rescue swimmer, okay, that wanted a lot of information. The doctors are tough to deal with. The only one different is somebody that's an officer in the Navy, okay, that swims for a living, okay? Their lives depend on it. I mean, they had to see research. He had to understand everything. He had to understand double-bonded cysteine delivery system via milk seroprotein isolate, okay? But he got into all of that, and John called me within about 4 weeks of starting on Immunocal, and he says, "My performance in the pool is better." Wow. Now, everyone on his team as a U.S. Navy rescue swimmer is taking our product. So we have a product that's good for sick people, which is where everybody goes because of the science, okay? But best of all, we have a product that slows the aging process, improve your tennis game, improve your golf game. And we have a unique opportunity in time of network marketing to be able to reach around the world. The company is a very small company. We do about $45 million a year in business. I'm proud to say that because my wife and I grasped this opportunity many years ago, we'll do about $20 million of that volume around the world. So it's a unique opportunity. But network marketing, what JP talked about, and what all of you were part of, is an incredible asset. What Ken and I are talking about today is that people are coming to you with lots of opportunities, lots of things there. Think about how this and Ken and I working together with you can possibly help you achieve what you want. Because, you know, you were talking about earlier people losing their homes. It's a fascinating time. It's fascinating. It's devastating. Not a day goes by, it seems like. Obviously, there has to be one, okay, now and then, that it doesn't seem as though I'm speaking to somebody about who's lost their home, taking their car back and turning it in, okay? People that are committing hideous crimes. I mean, it's amazing. I have a friend that committed suicide because of economic challenges. A lady that's a good friend of mine in Texas walked into her boss's office and killed her. Okay, because of the stress, because he was going to lay her off. Okay, and so it's an incredible thing that's occurring out there. But in great turmoil is great opportunity. In great challenges is great opportunity to move forward. And that's where we find ourselves. Because I have a product, Ken and I, an association here, to be able to help people. Anyone that has children that suffer from asthma, we have a solution. It's called the Immunocal Platinum. Anyone with kids that have ear infections, if they don't start them on Immunocal, should be turned into Child Protective Services or unfit parents. Okay, we have a friend, Linda Joy Cash. Her mother is a severe Alzheimer's sufferer. Okay, severe where she was at. Immunocal has made such an incredible difference in Linda's mother. It's amazing. okay? You know, Dr. Daniel Amen wrote a book entitled Making a Good Brain Great. In that book, he says if you can do 4 things, you can reverse, postpone, or prevent Alzheimer's. Detoxify the brain, provide the brain with long-chain amino acids, provide the brain with a great quality protein, and lower the inflammation levels. Immunical Platinum lowers inflammation levels. You can do a C-reactive protein test, checks your inflammation levels. When you use our product, your inflammation levels go down. The product is 90% pure protein, the most bioavailable protein on the planet. It contains 19 of the 20 amino acids. The body makes the other one. So it's got all 19 amino acids in it. And glutathione next to water is the master detoxifier. That's why when we start people on this product, we see such great response from people that have both Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and those type of issues. So it's a great honor to be here today. And now I'm going to turn the rest of it, with what time we may have left, over to the guy that's the market. Yeah, JP.
I've got a close friend, a Christian brother, who's been diagnosed with a 5-inch tumor inside. It's inoperable, and it's 4 inches wide, and he's been given 6 months to live.
What we have, and what I feel so strongly about as a Christian, is we hear these stories all the time, and what I share with them is Immunotech, as a company, has a policy of you love it or it's free program. You love it or it's free. So what I would encourage you to do is get with Ken. We have a program when you join, like joining Costco, it costs you 1 cent to join us. They'll send you a $40 distributor kit worth of stuff. But the point is, at that point, I would want them to try 3 to 4 packages a day. It's going to cost them $300 to $400 a month to use the product. But the point is, we have a complete money-back guarantee. So what we want them to do is try it for 3 to 4 weeks. If they don't believe it was the best money they ever spent, or he's getting the response, all they do is pick up the phone, call the company, they reverse the charges on the credit card, immediately credit it back. So it's an incredible process. To that point in the business of, yes?
It says here about optimizing your immune system.
Mm-hmm.
What if you don't have one?
An immune system? This is what it does.
My wife has been diagnosed as not having an immune system.
My wife was terrible. What brought us here, quite honestly, was the patent on the product and my wife's response. My wife had gone, the stories go on because the research is strong. That helps the doctors over there, the guys that, you know, got the, okay, if it's not in print and it's not double-blind published clinical research, okay, which is what they want to see, right, Doc? Double-blind published clinical research. But what happened is my wife had been given low levels of tetracycline when she was young, okay, for, you know, you got a little pimple, okay, well, let's just give you some tetracycline. Because of that, it had virtually destroyed her immune system. You know, she would be standing in line at the grocery store and there'd be a little kid sick in front of her, and my wife, 36 hours later, would be sick with the flu. Halloween would come and the kids would come for the candy, and 36 hours later, my wife was in bed, okay? My wife also, interestingly enough, had a skin condition called melasma, which is darkening pigmentation of the skin. My wife does not have the type of, which is caused, in her case, by allergy medication, because she was a severe allergy sufferer. We go to the dermatologist, we end up with the expensive dermatologist who looks at my wife and says, oh, you take allergy medication? Yep. You take Seldane? Yes. It's a side effect of Seldane. Most people, it doesn't show up on the outside. My wife, it's incurable. It'll never go away. My wife was in tears. It was about 3 years later, and our moving from the country into town, air filters, all the stuff for the house. We bought a condominium so that we could put all this stuff in. We moved from the country into a condominium in Merced so that we could put all the filters in. Didn't help a great deal. She was sick all the time. Immunical comes along, and in a short period of time, her allergies were gone. Her immediately recovered from the colds and flus issue. Most amazingly is that in less than a year, the melasma was gone, which is incurable.